Moving on to Kevin O'Leary's warning. Shark Tank's O'Leary cautioned that if Kamala Harris is elected, America could become like Canada, expressing concerns about her potential leadership. Let's go and track that down and see. Okay, so here it is. This is Colin Rugg posting. Shark Tank's Kevin O'Leary warns that America will turn into Canada if Kamala Harris is elected. Then he says that some of his Democrat donor friends are having buyer's remorse. O'Leary warned about what could happen when someone with no skills gets into power. No skills. Now, check this out. Are you listening? As summer approaches, AC bills are reaching record highs with 20 million households behind on power bills. Power companies show no signs of lowering prices despite the strain on consumers. Slash your AC bills with this innovative mini AC unit that cools any room in minutes. It's portable, perfect for home, office, or camping, and provides up to 25 hours of cold air. This device could be a lifesaver during heat waves and blackouts. The cost savings in the first month make it pay for itself. Visit EasySummerCool.com or click the link in the description for up to 60% off today. Enjoy a 60-day risk-free guarantee and fast USA shipping. Now, let's get back to what Kevin O'Leary had to say. Let's see. This was on Jesse Waters' program.
Debt for real estate. When we syndicate debt for real estate projects, we don't care if you're a Democrat or Republican. So I deal with a lot of investors, agnostic to politics, and some of them are very big contributors to the Democratic Party. I heard for the first time today, because we like to talk about politics, mostly on policy, and what he said to me was, some of us are having some buyer's remorse. We'd wish we'd run a process because we got so much press in the first 9 days of bringing somebody into the party and raised 200 million plus, which is like a balloon underwater. It just wasn't Biden, so they started contributing. But we gave up 5 weeks of fantastic social media in guessing who really should be the candidate. Now, I hadn't heard that before. It's not that many. I'd guess 20% or something like that. But so that's starting to crack a little bit. And there is precedence for what's going on here. I ask everybody to look north to Canada. When a young Justin Trudeau swept in, nobody cared about his executional skills or what he'd ever done or anything. They just thought he was the it guy. Look at the country now. It's wiped out. And because it turns out the guy had no executional skills. It would be important to leave aside the politics and ask, what has Kamala Harris actually done, actually achieved? Because if I was hiring her, and I'm not trying to be partisan, I would ask her, what was a goal? What did you achieve? Because any governor or any senator that we'd put into presidential viability would have a history, a track record of doing stuff.
What do you think she would say, Kevin, if you asked her in an interview straight up, Kamala, what's your biggest accomplishment? What would she say?
I don't know, because I don't know of one, but I can tell you this. In the next 2 weeks, the happy talk is going to have to stop because someone's going to sit her down and say, let's talk inflation. Let's talk border. Let's talk policy on energy. Let's talk policy on foreign affairs. And if she doesn't deliver on that with the new vision towards the center, the guy that said, I wish we'd run a process is going to be right. If she wants to win, she's got to go to the center, but she's got to have some ideas on how to run the country. You might hate Trump, but he has this track record of policy. You might hate him. I get it. But, you got to do something.
No tax on tips, border wall, tax reductions, stop the wars. I mean, you can nail it. I don't know what she wants. I just know she wants the power.
Yep.
Kevin O'Leary, you're right, though. That would have been the greatest American Idol audition this country's ever seen, and they just handed it to her, and now look what happened.
Wow. Oh, man, remember this? Oof. Wow. So what has she achieved? If you're watching last night, you saw us play a clip of all these Kamala Harris voters in an event, and they could not even point to any accomplishments of Kamala Harris. Because if you had policy success, Wouldn't you be promoting that? Wouldn't that be in your talking points? Your ads? I have yet to hear any actual policy success that she's had. All I can point to is what it looks like when I go to the gas station, the grocery store, going out to dinner. I mean, the prices speak for themselves. The past 3.5 years have been a disaster. And not to mention the disaster at the border. The other day, we played an ad for Kamala Harris's new border hawk policy, trying to contrast her with Donald Trump, trying to say she's tough on the border. But then we see the media come out and suddenly parroting all these talking points that she's never been the border czar. When for years, that's exactly what the media labeled her. They are retconning Kamala Harris's past right before our very eyes. So stay awake, stay engaged, and make sure that you tell your friends and your family to watch out for the propaganda that's coming out of this White House, coming out of this administration, or this campaign. The truth's out there, my friends, and we're going to keep digging it up.